It's rolling in from last night, looks like.
So look at this. Protests erupting in Vienna this weekend ahead of Austria's planned COVID-19 lockdown. But the country is also announcing it will close for at least 10 days starting Monday, and that vaccines will be made
right now it's just a locked up sinus
by
thing.
next
It gives
year.
you pretty
Chaos
much a
broke out
mild
in the
case of
Netherlands where
walking
riots over
pneumonia.
partial lockdowns have turned violent. At least 5 police
But you can
officers
still
were
work
hurt and
once you
7
kick that
people
shit
were
out.
arrested.
You go for a run or something.
React,
You feel
Douglas
good.
Murray, the author of The Madness of Crowds, Gender, Race, and Identity, and the Strange Death of Europe. And he's in person, and it's always good to see Douglas in studio, which we were just talking about. So, Douglas, you have moved to New York, and you were just telling me when it comes to wokeism, the United States exports this.
I'm not going to tell you things about rabbits that have a heart attack
It's not as
die.
big as it is here, for example, in New York. But I can't figure out where we are in COVID. Who follows whom when it comes to COVID? Is Europe on the front edge, or are we on the front edge of being the most authoritarian?
It's like a whole bunch of assholes shot up crazy. I have no idea how they patch that shit back together.
Which is, at least in the US, you can decide this state by state. You know, if you don't like one particular state, you can, if you're flexible.
I mean, that's the point. I mean, like, most of those guys are poor and other things. Like, you don't understand. Like, you really don't, Cuomo, sitting in there in your quarantine for,
Seattle and Portland, Oregon, straight to Pensacola, Florida.
Like, your ass gonna get up in the morning, clock back in. I don't care if you puked in the ditch the night before or had to pop out of the skid steer in front of all the guys, because you caught the first thing that, you know, all them guys, same break room, same porta john.
Just pent-up anger in countries like Austria. You know, Austria was talking
Suck it up, Buttercup.
of having a lockdown only for the unvaccinated.
Right.
So if you're not vaccinated, you can't leave your house. So they were trying to make this as difficult as possible. Now they've decided to make it a nationwide vaccine. Germany's talking of following suit. If you're in the Czech Republic,
so you wouldn't get it if you got it.
Your government
and the rest of us are fine whether we transmit it back and forth and you're still good? And it's not going to change the model of the flu vaccinations every year?
I'm vaccinated.
What are you bitching about?
I'm for vaccination. My gosh, I'm not.
Why don't you make money off that problem from the flu shots?
That's why I ask you who's on the cutting edge, because while you're saying, you know, Europe
so tell us the truth. I mean, is it basically AIDS the way it mutates inside your system up here like this, and you'll never be able to take it with a T cell?
Is that soon coming to the United States?
I don't think it will, because
or is it still acting like the regular flu was on the standard? Now, flu killed a lot of people as well. Are they the same thing? I mean, show me the slides. I mean, I've seen a few of them before.
In Europe are being told to put up with is insane.
You can't? Why can't you do that?
We've seen things like this outbreak of violence 2 nights ago.
Wouldn't that be the linchpin on? I've been trying to get this asshole out of administration. Pretty much fair game up to that point, but who's fear and anxiety of not wanting to defend the kid in town because you're the lawyer that knows the judge is stepping on it?
Looking at what you've been told, and you've seen people who are triple boosted, still getting the
then you got the
virus
evidence
and much
in
more.
front of you, and you're on camera. And the judge is nervous because they're on camera. And they're not usually on that type of camera. I mean, the camera's always there, but now Fox is watching it too.
Which country in the world?
You know,
which country in the world has had any kind of campaign against obesity? None. But they lock up the entire public. They make everybody go into their houses. They say if you aren't vaccinated, you're a second-class citizen. Of course, people are suspicious, and of course they're worried.
You know, in Europe's history with authoritarianism is also a cautionary tale here.
Right. It's not like the Austrians and the Germans don't have good reason to worry when the government tells them that it's going to overreach.
Right.
You know?
This is the type of stuff, not to be hyperbolic, and I don't think it is, to say we haven't seen since the mid-19th century, since the mid-20th century.
We haven't seen before people being
told the case should have been thrown out and not had the pardon for Rittenhouse when you think about it. It's like the judge, they got leveraged into it. You will make this case happen. The law is not in its favor based on the evidence. The evidence isn't in, you're not following judicial processes. You're not following rules of order. You're not following orders of business. And none of those things. And you couldn't rationalize one of those things heavy enough. Strength, intelligence, speed on the death fucking battle to make the difference.
Every single human right of every